Hi, my name is Debra L. Welty. I am a certified teacher of decorative art at Jubilee Junction Art Studio. My website is qualityart.com. Today I thought I would talk about the different types of brushes and the different bristles that they have, because I know that can be confusing to many people. When you are painting in oils, you need to get a brush with natural bristle, such as this one, which is red sable, or they also make a blend that's royal sable, which has a little bit of synthetic in it, making it a little less expensive than the red sable, or we use the China bristle, which is also a natural bristle. For acrylics, we use a synthetic bristle. And if you look at these two, generally the red sable is darker than the synthetic, but there's sort of a golden type color, and if you feel it, it feels kind of nylon, and that's another way that you can tell which bristles, and they should say somewhere on the packaging whether it's a synthetic or not. Another synthetic is the white nylon, which I use for fabrics. Now, as far as types of brushes go, we have flat brushes, which I've set here in the middle. This is considered a bright or a short shader. This is considered a shader. Can you see how much longer the bristles are here? When you're working with acrylics, generally you will load the brush with a larger amount of paint, being that it's more fluid than oils and you're going to be covering a larger area, and so you've got longer bristles. When you're working in oils, at least for me, I only load the bottom fourth of my brush with a very small amount of paint, and then I gently work it across, and most of my strokes are a pat and blend type of a stroke. And I'm going to have another YouTube video that shows you how to use the brushes. For the fabric, we want the white nylon as our synthetic choice because it has a lot more snap to it, and it can hold a larger volume of paint than what the synthetic does. It's a bit weaker in that respect. There are brights also for different techniques in the acrylics and the synthetics. Another type of brush that many acrylic painters use is the angle, and most commonly it is used for floating because they want to know which corner, which end of the brush their side load is on, and that's why they generally choose that brush. Another favorite brush that I use in acrylics and in oils is a filbert. This one has tapered hair and a rounded edge. It's good for base coating. Normally we base coat most things with the flat brushes. You can base coat with this, but what I like to use it for is blending and smoothing out my strokes because of the way that the bristles are tapered. And you can see these are beautiful brushes. We have, this one's even called a blender. It is a little bit shorter and a little more compact than what this filbert is. And then we all have specialty brushes that we like to use for different things too. There are round brushes, which we use for stroke work, and there are script liners and regular liners. The script liner being that you will do strokes that are much longer, more of a script, or that the liner you'll do some detail work with. We also use mops, and this is a tighter mop, so you're blending. You could even do the same type of blending that you would with the filbert, where you're really more moving the paint. But when you get into these bigger, softer mops, generally we are just moving the very top layer of paint to smooth out some of the brush strokes. And I like to use a deerfoot brush for some special techniques, and I like to use a fan brush as well. So in another video, I will be showing you how to load your brush, these types of brushes, and how to apply paint with these brushes. So thank you very much for joining me today.